Hi, and welcome to Tuesday 2-Minute Tip. Today, we are going to talk about basil. Basil is very seasonal. It grows in the summer. It's very prolific. So if you buy basil in the winter, you might get these scraggly little bunches that cost $3 at the grocery store. But by the time you buy them in the summer, they're overflowing with so many leaves and so much goodness for the same price or even less. But basil doesn't last long. So this is not basil. This is mint. But this is the best way to store it in your fridge, in a little jar filled with water, herbs on the top, and then the little bag over top, and put this in kind of the front of your fridge. Now, if you have kids or people rummaging through your fridge, housemates, who aren't going to pay attention, this can be pretty wobbly. So sometimes I'll actually put these in a casserole dish too, just to give them some edges. But honestly, if you're not going to do it that way, the next best way, and I do this all the time, but I do go through herbs quickly. The next best way is to take a very slightly damp paper towel and just wrap the edges like this, and then drop this back in a bag, but leave this open. Then put this in your produce drawer, and the herbs will last a really long time this way. This is honestly how we used to do it in the restaurant. So another idea, after you use up all your basil leaves, when you're ready, add them to a simple syrup. So this is 1 cup water, 1 cup sugar brought to a boil. And then when it cools, these are just the stems. It looks a little swampy now, but the next thing I'm going to do is drain this. And this simple syrup is amazing for a cocktail or a mocktail. It's just got like this basil background taste in it. It would be great with cucumber and tequila. So using up your leaves of basil, they're great torn and added as garnish. You can put them on top of pizza. The leaves are great torn, added to lettuces as part of a salad. But if you really need to use them up, I'm sure you know how to make pesto, or, that's come to mind. The thing about making pesto is that you can put it in ice cube trays or put it in, again, in a little jar like this, and it freezes really, really well. Just keep the portions small so that when you pull it out of the freezer, you can use it up later. You can toss a cube of pesto into a soup. But the other thing you can do is actually just blend basil with a little bit of olive oil and water, and then freeze that. Then when you're cooking anything, vegetables or meat, you can just toss that into the pan and it will release. It's more like a cooking oil at that point than it will be garnish, because the basil will be pureed, but it will definitely add like a beautiful, bright, herbaceous green flavor to whatever you're sauteing. So save your basil, enjoy it this summer, get some in the freezer for when it's really expensive and you don't have more, and someone let me know if you make a cocktail. We'll see you next time for the next Tuesday 2-Minute Tip.